You, just so you know.
Hey man, that's cool. I'll cut him down. Alright, up here. Is there anyone else worth talking to?
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Wonderful. Okay. I don't think there's anything else around here. Yeah, that should pretty much be it then. Okay, so we will run over here. Let's talk to you.
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
Excuse me? I happen to be a Grey Warden human, not some servant.
Congratulations. Not bad for an elf. Is
Oh,
there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're ash warriors.
What is an ash warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the dwarf son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
So what does an ash warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Wonderful. Is a dog that good in combat?
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
Absolutely. I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey.
Wonderful.
If he dies,
Alright, we're
no
gonna
thanks.
go.
There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Man, I hate you people. Alright, real quick, we're gonna go get... Actually, we're not gonna buy... Maybe we do buy a helmet. Yeah, maybe we do buy a helmet, because...
Hello again. Is there something you need?
Uh...
I also have some,
Let me see your
so
other
long as
goods,
you keep-
asshat. Racist prick. Alright. Sell that. That. Sell these. That. These. These. Heavy chainmail boots, heavy chainmail gloves, soldier's helm. It's alright. Alright, we will rock you. Boom. No, just kidding. Everyone's here? Cool. Duncan, what's
You
up?
found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations.
Yeah,
Assuming,
man.
of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood. 1 for each recruit.
What do we need the Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Cool. Go into the wilds, isn't that dangerous?
You weren't recruited out of charity. All 3 of you are skilled and resourceful. Alistair is the most junior member of our order and will accompany you as is tradition. Do not worry. I doubt you will need to go far into the wilds to find what you seek.
Wonderful. Finally, some action.
Without a doubt. Darkspawn aren't renowned for their willingness to offer up their blood. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
To remind them. Is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
And what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright, let's get moving. Interesting fact, without spoiling anything, the Wild's up ahead, and they're going to talk to us, I believe.
Hey, I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there.
Wonderful.
Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
If you're a human, this quest is actually made a lot easier because you get an extra party member to accompany you into the woods, which is... It leads me to believe that maybe human is the way that the game's supposed to be played, but I'm not sure. There definitely does feel like a way of... Oh! Some wolves. Alright. So what we want to do, we want to get right there. Oh, wiped him out. Okay. Hell yeah. Take these wolves out. Alright, then we want to do another weapon sweep right there. Took 2 out. Third's out. Now let's get this 4th.
Right there.
Hell yeah. Okay. There was one dude. I want your armor. I want his armor. That gives us an extra dexterity, but it's not a big deal right now. Alright, yeah, I want that on us. And then we're gonna give Jory this armor, which gives us a bunch of dexterity, so the next level up we will, swap out and take, alright, we're going to take these wool pelts. You know, people may be wondering, why did I just do that? The reason why is because, basically, I want to remind myself and you know, make sure early on that my characters are in heavy armor, because as we move through the game, we're going to be using heavier armor.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
Excuse
My
me?
scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try and bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Alright, bro. See you.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? 12? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless.
Seem like
We should
coward.
go back.
Overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Wonderful. Okay, we are going to be doing a little bit of exploring here because there are quite a few quests that are actually abounding in this forest. First one we need to make sure of, we need that flower for the dog. That's a big thing. Second thing we need to make sure of, there are some letters and things, I believe. Nope, we don't want to go back to Ostagar. There's some letters and things we got to find, but I'll kind of remember them as we move. Looting everything is not super important. Most enemies only have junk or trash on them. Missionary Jogby. This is one quest. Okay. A letter. Okay. Letter to Jogby. So we're going to open this up. Let's see. Quest. Joining the Grey Wardens. No, that is not quest. Here we go. Ostagar. Grey Warden's Cache. Marihan, Hungry Deserter. I'll go back and give that to the prisoner. I totally forgot that the guard doesn't just give it. Tainted Blood. Here, Missionary. You found a corpse near the entrance to the Kokari Wilds. A letter details a path through the wilds. It should lead to the place where the deceased is meant to meet his father. Consult the note. A letter to Jogby for more information. We'll move through, get a little bit further, and then we'll finish that. Because that one's a little bit longer. Let me check the time here. We're going to be going for another about 20 minutes or so. Just because I do want to make up for the time that I had... Am I stuck inside this rock? I am apparently stuck inside this rock. Wonderful. Alright, so apparently we're going to reload here. Wonderful. Yeah, that's pretty frustrating. Yeah, so I'm going to go in about another 20 minutes just to compensate for, time we missed and me, messing up and having to reinstall a lot of that stuff. Again, I do apologize. And also, we're going to make as much progress as we can here. And we will be back on Wednesday to continue. I might be picking up this playthrough a little bit in between as well, just because it does take quite a while to get through 3 games that are all fairly long on their own. So we'll kind of see how that goes.
Of course. All right.
All right. Apparently, game is a little buggy at certain points. But it's an older game. It's very well polished, but some things
So
like clipping through a rock does unfortunately get through the cracks. All right. Letter to Jogby, we've already done that.
Over here.
Yes, dying soldier. We're gonna skip through this. Bandage him up. Skip.
How do you know?
Part of our test. Skip. Okay. We're gonna save right here as well. I gotta save frequently. Okay. Cool. Not going right there. That's an obvious trap, apparently. I believe the letter to Jogby is over here, the quest. But we're also looking for that dog's, for the route for the dog. Nothing over here. Okay. Let me read the letter. Quest related. Letter to Jogby. Look for a tree leaning on a ruined building. Pass under a fallen tree bridge. Pass a submerged tower on the right. Look between a high ruined arch and a mossy standing stone. Walk along the path of roots and stones. Look for 2 large statues with a chest between them. Okay. I think I know where that is. Oh, there's some darkspawn. Oh, there's some darkspawn. Some darkspawn ahead. And I am going to switch